It's KUHS, boy, we call it the Nooner. And just in case you're wondering, why is Mr. International playing some Rolling Stones? Well, in case you haven't heard, Rolling Stones drummer Charlie Watts, at the age of 80, has left us. And, everybody loves a little Rolling Stones, I'll tell you. And, man, all of a sudden we turned the KUHS studios into a major setup for a group. So this is a surprise, and it's okay. We always love it. Those of you listening on Facebook and on TuneIn and everything around the world, we got 46 different platforms, and that's how we do it here at KUHS. Probably one of the few online stations that have that many platforms worldwide. And in studio, Ottawa, Canada. Okay, hold on.
Long way from home. Long way from
home. He's away. Hey, Ottawa's that way, man. We're just killing a little time getting ready to go on live on Facebook. We are live on the radio. Anders, I can't see your last name, man.
It's okay, you're not alone.
Talk to me. What's your last name?
My last name is Drerup.
Drerup.
Yes.
Did I say that right?
You did.
Drerup.
I think you really picked up the nice sibilance in the P.
Yes.
With the nice mics you have here as
There
well.
you go.
My last name has never sounded so good.
Drerup. All right, we got it. It's KUHS, the stream. We're just waiting for Henry to get us on the video platform. We're on the audio platform, and this guy is in town with his band. They'll be playing Dazzle, a jazz club in Denver at 1512 Curtis Street, downtown Denver, and we're live. KUHS, the stream worldwide. We are on 46 different platforms, including live on Facebook, and we say hello to Anders Drerup.
Hello, world.
Hey, there
What's
you
going
go.
on out there?
There you go. That's the camera right there, and
hello, camera.
Yeah,
how are you?
Camera. Yeah, man. I mean, it's everywhere. Now, tell me about it. Originally from Ottawa, Canada.
Yes, sir.
You started your career at a very young age.
Yeah, not as young as some. I kind of feel like I got a bit of a late start in some ways, but I was lucky to have. At 16, I got really into it, and I had a lot of support and friends and mentors and all kinds of people who really helped me get along to.
And I noticed you got a little Austin, Texas in you. What's up with that?
Well, that's where we live.
That's where you live now.
I moved to Austin about almost 3 years ago now.
Okay.
And kind of packed up my life in Canada and made my way to some warmer pastures.
I don't blame you. Although I hear, living in the United States and everything that's going on, everybody's saying, Canada's a place to be, man. That's the place to go to.
Yeah. I mean, without saying too much about anything or getting too into it, everybody's got their problems, man.
I like you being honest about that. Once again, KUHS, the stream. We got the whole band. You want to introduce the guys real quick?
Yes, I do. We got this over here with this very hairy one.
Okay.
Is Willie Jansen from Olympia, Washington.
What's up, Willie?
How's it going?
You look like Jesus Christ, man.
Actually, the nickname that has been given to me is Boardroom Jesus because of the button-up shirts.
Oh, bless me, my father.
Shout outs to Seth Key on that one.
If you're listening, bro, we miss you.
All right.
And we got Nick Big Rig Chambers back here as well.
Howdy, folks.
Not only can he play the drums and anticipate anything that you might do musically, but he can also back up a trailer like nobody I've ever seen in my life.
Really?
Absolutely.
Not even without the backup camera?
No, there's no cameras. We're not modern like that. We're more of like an old school, conversion van type situation.
OG action.
No screens.
I like that.
He's also got the best witchy woman in town.
Yeah, sometimes we break it out. And,
How many of you guys in the band?
There's 5 of us all.
5 of you?
Okay. My wonderful fiance is our tour manager as well.
Well, I saw a little snippet of you on YouTube, and you were actually talking about when you first met this gal, I do believe, and the second kiss or something like that.
Two first kisses.
2 first kisses, yes.
Different gal.
Hold on.
I've written a lot of songs.
You know that commercial, You Want to Get Away? That's me. Anyway, well, tell me about what's happening now. Okay, you got a new fiance. What's going on?
Well, I've got plenty of songs written about her too.
Good,
I promise
good.
you. But I could give
I
you.
can't do that.
I could give you the whole story in musical form if you like. But
Well, you kind of surprised us, and you brought the voice, which is cool.
Totally. Well,
and I was
thank you.
actually planning on playing a song called Dinero, but that's one of the cuts you have.
For sure.
But listen, here's the tough part, and I know it's got to be tough for musicians with the world of technology and what's going on right now. You know, before it used to be you get a record deal, you got a record promoter hitting the streets and promoting your record, and there's Playola and Plagola and all of this stuff, because I've been in business now for 40-some years, and I've done this for so many years.
I've seen
And for
amazing
you to,
changes,
I've just been seeing this, and I'm just wondering how difficult, or are you actually getting records sold? How does it work for you?
Well, to answer relatively directly, I think that it's just changed in a way that puts the more responsibility and power into the hands of the people making the music.
There you go.
And that's a good thing and a bad thing, because on the one hand, we don't have the support system of a record label or anything like that.
Right.
We're a totally independent operation. We're
Right,
a small business.
Mm-hmm.
But basically, we don't have any support system. It's just us out there doing all this, and that means that we have to promote. We have to be our own
Do it all.
publicists, and
Makes
all this
sense.
other kind of stuff.
Right.
If we make a sale, it's because we really had to earn
Okay,
it.
here's $2 for you.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Well, it's-
oh, wait a minute. The production costs. Give me those $2 back. I know it's got to be tough.
In fairness, it actually has been going very well, and we wouldn't be able to come out here from Austin, Texas,
That's
if we
awesome.
weren't able to pay ourselves and cover our costs and make it make sense as a business, right? But it takes a tremendous amount of footwork, and it's like basically you just can't do it without a good team behind you.
Right,
And
right.
I'm very grateful that I have such great people around me. Not only are they great friends and people and musicians, but they're also just amazing team players. So
That's awesome.
when we go out to do something, we always do it with a smile on our face, no matter what.
Yeah.
You kind of more rely
You
on
leave
the
everything
tribe
at the
than
curb, yeah.
Yeah.
record
Well,
label.
it's like in Denver, all of a sudden, it's just boomed in the world of music with live artists. And,
Man,
I
totally.
mean, we've got some great musicians in town, including the Chainsmokers, which, Chainsmokers, come on. You know who they are. And they're from Mile High City. So we're pretty proud of that. But in the world of R&B and Latin music, there are so many now. Before it used to be, we'll bring all these groups from L.A., Tierra, Malo, El Chicano, all these groups. And they're good. I mean, that kind of thing for the Latin market. But it's always good when you have your homegrown stuff,
Totally, man.
Yeah.
Well, what's the Latino scene here like?
Oh, it's pretty heavy duty, man.
Right
I
on.
mean, it's being supported very well, and
Is there a large, dense population?
We've got a close to 28-30% Hispanic population.
Yeah,
I don't know.
sweet.
I don't know the current numbers because the new census came out, but it's
Yeah.
big. It's
Right.
definitely big.
That's so cool, man.
Let's talk about big, man. You guys are pretty big yourself. You got some music, man. I wanna get into some of your music. Tell me
Sure.
about it. What you gonna play for us?
Well, why don't we spin dinero? I think, that's
You
a
gotta
good,
spin it?
yeah, let's spin it, because, that's a good segue from going into the...
But then that means it's gonna cut us off from the live stuff. So
Oh, okay,
let's
cool,
do
cool.
this.
Let's do the live thing
Let's
first.
do the live thing, and then
Okay.
we'll come back a little bit later. I mean, we got a little bit of time.
Oh, we can talk.
And then we'll spin the netto for the on-air crowd.
Awesome.
What do you say?
Sounds like a plan. Well, check this out. So, in Canada, where I come from, it's not uncommon to hear people say, I appreciate that, or I appreciate it.
Okay.
But it was only when I got to Texas and started living in the States that I heard people say, I appreciate you.
All right.
I always thought that would be such a cool thing to write a song about, because I was like, that's just like the nicest thing to say to someone.
It
you
is.
know?
It is.
Direct, it's just like, there's so much to love about it. It kind of sums up the way I feel about living down here anyway, so.
Nice.
Wrote a song called I Appreciate You. Here it
Let's
is.
do this live on KUHS. Once again, his name is Anders, and I can't pronounce it. Durala.
Drama, I like it.
Yeah. Anders, he's a man. He's a man. They're in here on KUHS. Check him out live right now.
say, and you know it's true. 'Cause I tell you every day, gonna follow through. You work hard so you can't play. Don't follow me down. I appreciate you. I appreciate you. What goes around comes around to make it I appreciate you.
Anders, drop. Man. Hey, man, hold on. Hold everything here.
Hold everything.
You know what? I think I saw you on The Voice.
I was on The Voice.
You were on The Voice.
Yeah.
Now I remember you. What's up? Hold it. You're with
Nick Jonas.
Jonas.
That's right, yeah.
Golly, I remember that. Oh man, now I'm shaking like Don Knotts, man. I'm like, this guy's somebody, folks. I'll tell you, and he can jam as well. Hey man, we'd love for you to play another song if you can.
We got songs.
What do you got? Give me another one.
Well,
You got anything with a Latin tinge on it?
Oh, definitely.
Yeah, a little bit of Latino in it.
For sure.
Let's give it a listen.
We're missing our conga player right now.
Oh,
we didn't have space to go quite that much, so
Right.
it may not come through.
It's
we'll
okay.
see.
We'll
We're gonna
figure
do
it out. Okay.
A cumbia! This is actually a boys backwards. Funny. night. You know, a lot of anticipation.
Right.
And the girl I was with at the time, she like started having this huge, like we almost got in a fight about it because she was like, you have to listen to like Kelly Clarkson's music. You have to like respect her as a musician and like love her stuff. And I was like, I just don't. I'm sorry. Like, it's not anything personal. I think she's a lovely person, but I'm not going to have the rest. Right? But anyway, it turned into this whole thing, and it was like, I gotta write a song about this because it's just next. Yeah, there is next. Shouldn't be lying here right next to me, but all I got is a phone and this energy. Far too much time on my hand. Well, it's a tried and true recipe. It's in our chemistry. Sticking down to one of those misunderstandings. It did but you got variables to consider and enough. You see my heart consider. I'm to eyes begin. The real thing is harder when I touch it. When you see taking it on the keep on.
That's what I'm talking about. I'm doing the camera work here.
Yeah.
It's KUHS, the stream. And speaking about, let's talk a little bit about this. How tough was it, and how did you get on The Voice?
Well, it wasn't my idea. It was that same ex.
Okay.
She was like, we were sitting there on the porch drinking wine one night, and she's like, come on.
You got it.
It costs you nothing to submit a video.
Right.
And I was like, I don't even watch this show. I don't watch reality shows at all. I've always, people will come up to you after a show sometimes, and if they really like what you did, they're like, oh, you should go on The Voice. So my running joke right now is like, I actually went on the Voice just to get rid of those people, really.
Right.
But yeah, basically I submitted a video, and then the next day I got a call from the casting company, and they were like, we want you to come to Houston to do like a private audition, because I guess I didn't have to do the cattle call thing.
Right.
And I was like, I'm never going to make it. This is hilarious. I mean,
Right.
I'll do it. It's a great way to get out of town for the weekend, whatever.
Right.
And so I did it, and I did Prince. I did like a Prince cover.
I think I remember that.
And well, it was really funny. They have you in this little room, and there's like a whole bunch of people
okay.
watching what you're doing. And I was like, there's no way. I just kind of had some fun with it and just joking around with everybody who was there. And they stopped me halfway through the Prince song, and they're like, it's okay, you've made it. Like, you're going on to the next round of whatever, you know. And then basically they had me come somewhere else, and then they flew me to LA, and I had to audition again for like producers and a whole bunch of other stuff. I'm not sure how much I'm supposed to say about this because I'm under a fairly ominous NDA for the rest of my life. But I won't, describe the inner workings of anything. But basically, there was like a long process where you go through many, many different, segments and people, and they check you out.
So did it develop into any record deal, anything like that?
No. No, it did not.
That's why you're at KUHS.
This is awesome, man. I'm very happy to be here. But basically, I think a lot of people who get on that show, and this is definitely not giving anything away, but that people wouldn't know if they did a little bit of investigation themselves. But many of the people who go on that show are people who haven't decided on a career in music necessarily. They're either very young, or they're people. There were a few people who were like lifers, like me. Like I've been doing this 25 years now. And there was like a couple of people who had been doing it even longer than me. And those people, regardless of how much time you spent in the music world, they all deserved to be there because they were all immensely talented. And they all had to go through all the same trials to get to that stage, you know. But you were asking me about whether it blossomed into anything else. And I think to answer that, I would have to say that I was already doing the work anyway. Like I was already out here playing shows and trying to carve out a little space for myself. So it helped with that for sure, because immediately I was able to charge more for gigs. That's good.
Come on. More money.
Totally. But I mean, it's not like I wasn't playing before and it's somehow changed everything about my musical life. There are a couple of other like real road warriors in there too. Did you know Thunderstorm Artis? That guy? He was incredible, man. Like just such a sweet guy too. And he's from like Hawaii, I think. But I'm not sure.
So you made a few connections.
Oh, totally.
That's cool.
I mean, really, I was just super impressed, and like it was a humbling experience because after 25 years, you think you've seen it all.
Yes.
But then I was like, wow, there's like people from every walk of life in here. Like there's, the guy who beat me out in the battle rounds is like a 16-year-old kid from Salt Lake City.
How did that feel?
No, it was great, actually. It was awesome. He deserved it, man. It was cool.
What's the ultimate plan for you, brother?
Continue.
Just continue jamming.
Totally. I don't really have.
Come on.
Well, it's not that I don't have big plans. I just what I've learned that I can hope for is more work.
More work.
I want to continue to
let's
work.
keep this pandemic down as much as possible. Number one. Has Colorado been good to you?
Dude, this place is awesome.
Wonderful.
Rock and roll.
This is our first time.
Colorado?
Love it.
Yeah, I understand you've done a couple of different gigs around town.
Totally.
So you were at the Westminster.
Yeah. So the Outlaw Nation Colorado Music and Arts Festival, which happened in Westminster City Park last weekend.
Right.
That was one of our linchpin gigs, and when we got that, we knew we were going to make it out here.
Right.
But we still had a lot of spaces to fill, a lot of days of the week that we weren't going to be doing anything. So we just kind of like hit it really hard, like reaching out for contacts and stuff, and just hoping for the best, as you do. You know? And it really worked out for us.
Nice.
Man. Like,
I heard you say Herman's Hideaway.
Herman's Hideaway tomorrow night.
Nice.
With a bunch of really great artists too,
like
Colorado artists.
That place gets a lot of very. So here's my question to you, because I know this particular Dazzle is more of a jazzy place.
It is, yeah.
What is your favorite genre?
Oh, I'm into everything, man.
Yeah. So you can go down and do some downright jazz. Is that what?
Yeah, sure. You know.
That's called bluegrass jazz.
Okay, now it's a big solo. Now it's jazz. Swing.
Y'all asked me to play jazz on short notice, my goodness.
Yeah, so
I need to hit up one of those dispensaries first.
yeah, exactly. I'm sure you like that too, right? Yeah.
We're looking for
a lot of that crazy stuff. And you don't
dispensary
have-
sponsors. That's what we're really after.
Oh, yeah,
If anybody's out there listening, dispensaries,
Sponsorship.
give us a shout.
Oh, definitely.
We got a big trailer with all kinds of
Blank
advertising space.
Oh.
It's a blank canvas for you.
There you go. There you go. So you do Colorado. You're doing Dazzle on Thursday night, which I'm definitely want to go out and check you guys out
Totally,
Thursday
man.
night. What do you got planned after Colorado?
Well, we head back to Texas. There's a whole lot of gigs there for us, and I mean, we've been working that territory.
Have you
ever
gone
since
to
we
New
started.
Mexico at all?
No. You got any recommendations?
I'll talk to you a little bit later
Okay.
on. Yeah, I got a guy named out there, Robert Bloy, a good friend of mine's got some hookups there for you.
Cool.
But I think with what you're doing, I think you'd be good at these wine tasting Santa Fe, New
Oh,
Mexico
dude,
type groups.
we do well at those.
Yeah,
we clean up nice, you know.
We can put a
No,
song.
I seen your promo pictures. Good stuff. So you got how many in the band? 5?
5 of us all together.
5 in the band. No women.
Not playing.
Not
no.
yet. Okay. All right.
Doing all the other work.
Yeah, the grunge work.
I'll be like.
No, it's big man focus. See, you gotta be PC these days. Let's play another song. What do you say, man? This is cool. Let's do one more. Whatever you want to play. I'm locked in. Are you all having fun out there? I hear them. They're having
Let's
fun.
do Back in the Line?
Yeah.
Yeah. I got an itch in my soul tonight. If loving you is wrong, baby doll, I don't wanna be right. I tell you about my baby, got the West Coast feel. Look in her eyes when she's behind the wheel. Look in her eyes when she's behind the wheel. Broken hearted at the back of the line, baby. Broken hearted at the back of the line. That's what she wants with me. About a midnight, you know I'll be. About a midnight, you know I'll be. Broken hearted at the back of the line, baby. Broken hearted at the back of the line. Discredit, one way to get it. It'll take every penny of yours if you let it. On track, you gotta get in the black. And pull it back just for broken hearted at the back of the line, baby. Broken hearted at the back of the line.
Well, we could have a whole jam session here. Oh, by the way, the percussion is being picked up perfectly.
Awesome.
I can hear it, man. Sounds good.
Cool.
I'll send this to you. It's really good. You know, those of you people on the Facebook, Twitter platforms that are watching us, I'd like to have the man, Mr. Anders Dorp, something like that. Come on.
Something like that.
Say it. Say it.
It's Drerup.
Drerup. Okay. Say a few words to your fans out there, man.
Hello, fans.
Yeah. What do you want to say?
I know all three of you are listening intently to what I'm about to say. I really appreciate you guys. We really do, sincerely. And come to a show. Come to a show. We're going to be here in Colorado. We got Herman's Hideaway tomorrow with a whole bunch of people. Really cool artists. There's like Jackie Straw and Low Road Bluegrass Band. They're all going to be there. It's going to be super fun.
Nice.
It's going to be a Wednesday night to remember.
Yeah.
One for the books.
There
and then
you go.
Thursday we're going to be at Dazzle, 7 to 9.
7 to 9.
Friday we're at the 7 Grand Scotch Bar. We're going to get all classy up on that one.
Oh, really?
Sure.
Yeah.
I mean, it's going to start really classy, and then it's going to progressively get less classy through the evening.
Let it loose.
Yeah, and then on Saturday we're playing in Centennial City Park. The same outfit, Outlaw Nation, that puts on these great concerts, and an amazing outfit. We've been working with them for about a year now.
That is cool.
And that's the Colorado Music and Arts Festival.
I just want people to know here in the worldwide and in Denver, are you getting some good hospitality from the people in Colorado?
We are like very happy here.
That's good.
It has crossed my mind more than once that I might
make the move.
Well, I don't know about saying that. I just moved to Texas and I'm loving that. So, but and plus I'd have to switch the.
Yeah, then you got to change
all the merch would have to change, and
that's cool. I'm keeping this maybe.
I got more.
Yeah.
Oh, and there's one more show.
Yeah. Go ahead.
We're also doing the Oscar Brews Bands and Public Lands Festival, and we're headlining that festival on Saturday night. So we got 2 festivals on Saturday.
Yeah.
Hardest working band.
Yeah, that production company's definitely doing some stuff for you. A promotion company, definitely. That's awesome, man. Then you go back to Texas.
And we go back to Texas, and
right before the snow comes in.
Yeah, right.
Yeah, all that Texas snow.
Yeah.
Well, and our big plan after that is just to head right into the studio and start cranking out some
That is
records.
awesome. Well, you know, the studios here at KUHS are always open to you.
Cool,
your
man.
Music. I mean, we just love. You know, our station is like the weather in Colorado. If you don't like what we're playing, just wait a minute.
Yeah,
You'll
wait a
like
minute.
it later.
Totally.
Yeah,
It'll all come around.
Well, thank you all for coming.
Thank you, man.
Appreciate you,
So
man.
much.
Guys,
Thank you so much for having us.
Good times.
There you have it.
And you will see us again.
Yeah, I'm gonna see you guys Thursday night. Definitely, I'm sold. And
you let musicians in through your door, we're like vampires. We'll never leave.
There you go. There you go. Live on Facebook. Why don't you give us a little tune on the way out here?
Right. You're gonna spin the Dinero track?
Yeah, I'm gonna spin the Dinero track. But I want people to kind of see you as maybe some bluesy or jazzy stuff as we're making our way out. Once again, I want to check this guy's out. I mean, I didn't realize there were all these gigs. There's the people at 1512 3rd Street. Anders Drum.
Spotify, Apple Music. Just put my name.